Mass Transit District Board meeting. It is Wednesday, March 26, 2025 at 3 p.m. Will the clerk please call the roll?
DeBevick.
Here.
Delgado. Fasella.
Present.
Friedman.
Here.
Nudo.
Here.
Ula. Quorum present.
Thank you. Is there a motion to approve the agenda as distributed?
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next on the agenda is audience participation. Is there anyone in the audience that would like to address the board on any topic? Okay, hearing none, we're going to move on to the next agenda item. Is there a motion to approve the Champaign-Urbana Mass Transit District Board meeting minutes from February 26, 2025, open session?
So moved.
Seconded.
It's been moved and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Is there a motion to approve the Champaign-Urbana Mass Transit District annexation public hearing meeting minutes from March 18th, 2025?
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next, we'll move on to communications. Are there any communications from the board? Okay, we'll move on to the managing director's report. Carl?
All right, thank you. We are rocketing along today. These operating statistics are for February, and the February total ridership reached 1,362,000, which is a 19.6% increase over February of last year. The year-to-date ridership was we're at 7.8 million, which is a 19.4% increase. So this is really strong. We are essentially at pre-pandemic level. If we move on to the next slide, you'll see that the two pre-pandemic months there, although February had it was starting to be whispers of COVID in February of 2020. February of 2019 was full pre-pandemic, and we're only 1%, just a few thousand rides below that. So statistically, we're basically at the same level. So that was a really solid month, and of course February we don't have spring break, we don't have holidays. And so it's a fulsome month of ridership. So we're happy to see that. All right, moving on to the operating revenue. Operating revenue was 1% below February of 2024, and operating revenue is 0.3% above the last fiscal year. And I'll keep reminding you each month that primarily the reason for the revenue being lower than it was last year is the interest revenue is quite a bit less because interest rates have dropped significantly over the last year. Moving on to expenses, the February 2025 operating expenses were 5.3% above February of 2024, and the year-to-date operating expenses were 5.9% above fiscal year 2024. The year-to-date revenue and expenses, the year-to-date operating revenues were $1.9 million, almost $2 million above budget, and the operating expenses were $2.6, almost $2.7 million below budget. And with that, I think I will take any questions through page 37.
Questions for Carl? Okay, hearing none. Anything further, Carl? Okay. We'll move on now to action items. We'll discuss ordinance number 2025-1, annexing certain territories, South Ridge Subdivision, Urbana. Do we have any discussion?
Move the adoption of the ordinance.
I'll second that.
I think George made the motion and then Phil seconded it.
It's been moved and seconded. All those in favor? Any discussion?
Roll call, Dick.
I'm sorry. Thank you very much for that point of order.
DeBevick.
Aye.
Fasella.
Aye.
Friedman.
Aye.
Nudo.
Aye.
Barnes.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Okay, our next meeting will be an annexation public hearing on Thursday, April 10th, 2025, from 4 to 6 p.m. at Parkland College, Tony Knoll Agricultural Technology Application Center, Building W, Room W115. That's at 2400 West Bradley Avenue in Champaign. There will also be an annexation public hearing on Wednesday, April 16th, 2025, from 4 to 6 p.m. at the High School of St. Thomas More, 3901 North Mattis Avenue, Champaign. The next regular Board of Trustees meeting will be on Wednesday, April 30th, 2025 at 3 p.m. here at the Illinois Terminal, 45 East University in Champaign. Do I hear a motion to adjourn today's meeting?
So, seconded.
It's been moved and seconded. All in favor? Opposed?